jump into a comic book movie. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hey Rohan.
So I love the Bad Batch, and so I wanted to get started with Omega's a slightly older when the new season picks up. So, what can you tell us about where we find her and her journey throughout this season?
Yeah, you're right. There's been about 6 months since we last saw her, and she straight away you can tell she's so comfortable in the batch. Like her place in the squad is clearly cemented. She's picked up some new skills, improved on others. I think what we see is a more adolescent version of Omega, so she's more ready to challenge her brother's views. I think she's more assertive in certain ways, and has a little bit of a journey to go through in terms of um recognizing that she has more frustrations, I guess, like any teenager, about like when things don't go her way. I think season 2 is a little bit darker than season 1 because of her slightly older outlook. We go to places that are emotionally a little higher in stakes, a little darker. And Omega's, is challenged in a way that is emotionally, Omega's challenged in an emotional way more than just sort of like physical danger.
Yeah, absolutely. And so she's a very likable character, and like she was an original addition to the franchise when the show started. So like when you first stepped into the part, like did her being an original character help you sort of better understand who she was, or like take it from a different angle when you were starting to develop her voice?
My process in terms of being a voice actor is very much not being too concerned with the outer world viewing her, because like any, like ourselves, it's like you only have that interior view. So my access to Omega was really just taking her as an individual in her own realm, and trying actually very hard to forget that there's this incredibly giant world that's built around her and legacy. I just thought of her literally as like a young girl in that particular circumstance, and I think that's quite important. Otherwise you can get yourself tied into knots in terms of taking on board too much of the external expectations, and the character won't feel as real as I think we've been able to make her, because her lived experience is her current experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And like the Bad Batch are her brothers, obviously, and but she also has another brother who's a little closer to her in age, with Boba Fett, who's out there somewhere in the universe. So have you contemplated like what, like hypothetically, if you met Boba Fett, it's like how would that sort of interaction maybe go? What would her reaction be to this other, one of her other brothers?
I think, for Amiga, family and any extension of family is incredibly is important and something to be nourished and cherished. But also I think her idea of family is loyalty. So meeting any other brothers that might not, I guess, I think it would be an interesting journey for, meeting a family member that she felt close to, that held a very different worldview. I think that would be it would cause her to, I don't know, I'm trying to think how to put it into words. I think family means loyalty to her. So meeting someone that she would feel like kinship to, but might be on a different side, or would be an interesting journey.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I'd love to see that. But thank you so much for your time, Michelle. I really appreciate it. It's great to meet
Thanks,
you.
Rohan.